There is a blaster that exists within the 3D printed Nerf space, and that is the Griffin by Flygonial. And today we're going to explain to you why this thing has so much importance in what we do in the hobby. And we're also going to take a look at a product that was sent in for review. This is a very special blaster from Paper Skeletons. As you can see, it is DrFlux inspired. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So a little background about the Griffin. Now the Griffin is a open source 3D printable file set that you can download from a place such as like Thingiverse or whatnot. Now what's so important about this is Flygonial has made these files open, and the project is pretty much open for everyone to design and tinker and build and even sell these things. What this has done is created a tremendous amount of Griffins out there. There's Griffins that take 2 mags and shotgun. I think there's a bullpupped one. There's ones that look like an MP5. There's just a ton of different designs. Whatever your heart's content is, there's probably a Griffin out there that you'll fall in love with. Now what we have here today is the Nailer. This is a collaboration effort between Not Enough Nerf and Paper Skeletons. And essentially they wanted more of a sleek, cleaned up pistol type of form factor that resembles what can only be described as like a nail gun. Now something very aesthetically pleasing about the Nailer is that it conceals a 10 dart worker magazine in here, and you can't really see it, which gives it this very sleek nail gun type of look, and I really like it. A couple more features about this blaster is that it is currently running on 3S LiPo. These are 3D printed wheels, so as you'll notice, the motor sounds are very loud. From all the testing we've done with 3D printed wheels versus, your CNC'd wheels, but the big holdback with a 3D printed wheel is just the balance. They're just not as balanced, and that's why this thing is so noisy. Now the wheels that we have in here are a hurricane geometry, so they're not quite the tiny wheels, but they're not quite the full-size wheels. So we will be switching these out with possibly some worker hurricane wheels or whatnot. Now the motors inside here are Valkyries, so this blaster can run on 2S or 3S, and Valkyries are a good standard motor to begin with. Now if I do go to the Hurricanes in here, I'll probably upgrade these to Krakens. The print quality of this blaster is just phenomenal. It's some of the best print quality I've seen. I don't think you can get any better. I don't see any artifacts on this blaster. Paper Skeletons 3D definitely has some beautiful print quality. I was very interested in the purple that he used on this, so I reached out and asked what it was, and he says it's a translucent grape from IEMAI on Amazon. With this configuration of 3D printed hurricane geometry wheels and Valkyries, let's go ahead and get some chronograph readings and check out this blaster's accuracy.
We got the Nailer with brand new Gen 3 worker tracer darts. 119, 107, 122, 111, 96, 120, 126. That's it. Same darts, worker Gen 3s. We got 10 loaded up.
Through our testing, I wouldn't say this is the most accurate blaster stock, but I will say with some better balanced wheels in here, it's gonna be a lot better. Now this is still a viable option for maybe like an HVZ type of battle. I think this thing will do very well. Let's talk about mag compatibility real quick. As you can see, this is pretty much the worker straight magazines, the 10 round, and then of course the curved mag works in there. We tried the Adadarts Tachi and the Kodamags, but they were not compatible with this blaster. And all the other third-party, Dart Zone and just all the strange Talon-esque type of magazines do not work in this. And that's due to the sidewalls. They would stick out a little bit too far. Now, if you just picked up your first printer and you want to get into 3D printed Nerf, I would recommend taking a look at all the Griffins out there. There's a lot of really cool offerings. And that's if you want to go with a flywheeler, of course. One last thing to touch base on is the collaboration effort between Paper Skeletons and Not Enough Nerf. From what I understand, Not Enough had a lot of design, tweak, and type of ideas for this blaster, and I believe Paper Skeletons is the one who executed it. From what I can understand, he also is the person who printed and built this thing and sent it. So thank you to the both of you. It was I think it was Not Enough's idea to make it a DrFlux themed blaster, and it just looks phenomenal. So I just want to give a special thanks to both of you. Now this wasn't discussed between any of us, so this is kind of an added little extra thing I will be shipping out 2 Flux Labs Novas, one to each of you. So thank you very much for sending this in. I hope you enjoy the Novas. Well, I'm Dr. Flux. I want to thank you for watching this review of the nailer from Paper Skeletons. As always, be safe and happy foam flinging.